let's get back to it. Right. Since last stream, I've done some stuff. First things first, we've got Samurai and Red Mage up to 70, so we don't have to worry about fucking about with them to do the Stormblood MSQ anymore. We can just do them without having to think about it, and I can switch between them as I like without having to worry. I also got Black Mage up to 80. Finally. Which means that I'm now going to switch to focusing on a different class to level with my daily roulettes, and PvP especially. Which I've not decided which one it is yet. There is a good chance that it could be Dragoon that I do for PvP, because I know that Dragoon is pretty good in PvP. And then I need to start leveling Gunbreaker and Dancer up to 70, preferably 80, so that we can do Shadowbringers MSQ with those. I haven't played much Dancer, ever. So I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it. So we might end up doing quite a lot of Gunbreaker in Shadowbringers. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. I have popcorn. So yeah, let's get going. First things first. Let's I used some more. I got some more second chance points, and I used some shuffles, and so now we're in for a pretty damn good chance at 2 lines, because if we get it in this bottom left corner, we've got another line. There's even a chance of us getting 3 here. If we get in the bottom left and in the bottom right, we've got 3, which I will kind of be annoyed if we get, but also love it if we get it, because it's a shit ton of MGP. So let's see. Can I get 3? No. Can I get 2? No. Fuck you. But fuck you. We had such a good chance of getting 3. I mean, just because you've got a good chance, like, just because it's possible doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. But that was a good chance of us getting it. That's a shame. I am going to use the experience on my summoner or scholar in order to try and get those. I'm going to try and get my summoner and scholar up to 90. Basically, if I have to use a healer, because that's the only thing that queues are popping on, I will level my scholar up to 90. So that we have a higher level class that I can use for soloing and farming stuff. And you know, it's nice to be able to get 4 million experience just like that. It's quite nice. I also need to what am I doing? Foundation. I forgot to do Charlemagne and his custom deliveries for last week, I think. Now, I'm imagining Excuse me. I'm imagining that we're probably actually going to finish Stormblood this weekend. At least Stormblood MSQ, not necessarily post Stormblood. And assuming that we do that, we will unlock more custom deliveries. So I'm just going to spend my ones with Charlemagne first. Okay, so I want medical supplies. And I may as well put them on my Culinarian so that we can get that up to 90. Every other class, I can relatively easily level by actually crafting things like collectibles. And I do need to craft some collectibles. At least 300. Which I think those actually count towards. But that's so that I can become a tradecraft mentor, potentially. Which is the easiest mentor to become. Not that there's particularly any benefit in being one. Okay. So, taking After's contributions into account, how long will the supplies last? If we add them to what we already have, that should give us 3 weeks. Correct yet again. Your numbers have improved in leaps and bounds. That's thanks to your lessons. You make it easy and fun to learn. Oh, and I've learned how to dress a wound as well. Morillette taught me. Melee is truly a fast learner. Doubtless stems from a fervent desire to help others. While I do not want for the selfsame desire, the old hound that I am, 'tis all I can do to keep up. So what do you want now? And yet there is still much to be done if he is to atone for past negligence and provide a shining example for the future of Ishgard. To that end, Charlemagne has a new favour to ask of you. I took the liberty of inspecting our inventory and I'm pleased to say all's in good order. The two of you are doing a fine job of managing the medical supplies. That's because Charlemagne's been teaching me numbers. I certainly see you teaching melee often of late. A more zealous tutor one would be hard-pressed to find. Yes, well, one might say 'tis a force of habit. I have a nephew, you see, a boy of an age with melee, and I dare say I see him in her. With my brother passed and firstborn lost, I took him under my wing as my successor, teaching him such knowledge as he needs to one day lead our knights in battle against the dragons. Yet, now that the Dragonsong War has ended, we must dedicate ourselves not to the taking of life, but the bettering of it. However, not all our countrymen have embraced change, and as a father figure to my nephew, I felt that I must needs practice that which I preach. Leading by example, I wish to give him a glimpse of a new Ishgard, one where there is no highborn and lowborn, just fellow Ishgardians striving together for a better tomorrow. By that, I must confess I do not have only the interests of the patients in mind. It was wrong of me not to disclose this fact from the first, and I beg your forgiveness. No apologies are necessary, Charlemont. Whatever your reasons, you've been naught but an asset to the infirmary. You and Melee both. Thus do I have a mind to entrust the two of you with even more responsibilities. Many of our patients have debilitating injuries and are in need of rehabilitation. I want you to assist them in their efforts. This is an important task, one that requires you to work closely with the patients. Now, rehabilitation demands a variety of sophisticated equipment, such that can only be provided by skilled artisans. To wit, we must turn to you once more. Yeah, I can build crutches or whatever the fuck you need. Okay, we are going to get to 90 in just a second. So, rehabilitation aids. You know... I should get some metal spinners to get collectibles. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna get some now. No idea how many you need. That may be a ridiculous amount, but fuck it. So the good thing about custom deliveries is it doesn't matter which class you craft them with, just which ones you turn them in with. So custom deliveries can be a really, really good way to level up secondary crafting classes. Dang! And that's given us trained finesse. Increased quality at no cost to durability. But I can only use it if I've already improved quality 10 times. I really need to fix my crafter hotbars. Although I have finally fixed my Astro hotbar as of today. So that at least I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, give me not leather worker. Although at least that hotbar's not too bad. Weaver. Oh, it's a wheelchair. Safety is paramount when it comes to rehabilitation, and any equipment used must be sturdy and durable. Having come from your hands, I expect this would be more than satisfactory, but it would be remiss of me not to perform an inspection, if you'll excuse me. I need something to spend all of my crafter scripts on. Thanks so much for always helping us. With your kind assistance, we're being entrusted with tasks of ever greater import. We hope we can continue to depend on you. Of course. Sweet, okay, well now that that's done, the next thing that we have is we can level up with both of the beast tribes that we have unlocked. And I'm hoping that we can unlock the third one today. Hopefully. Okay, so now that I've got everyone else leveled up to 70, there isn't much point in me doing the daily quests as samurai and everything, so you just don't get that much experience. So I'm probably going to actually play as Dancer, which could be shit. I am not good at I don't know how to play Dancer. Why the fuck have you stolen an Aura child? After, your timing is fortuitous as always. We recently received word of an artifact in the Azim Steppe worthy of the vault. As I'm unfamiliar with the lands beyond the Ruby Sea, I would ask you to accompany me. Well said, Capital. I knew you had it in you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. Being such a well-travelled adventurer, I suspect you would be much better suited to guide us. Excellent. Then we will meet you in Reunion. I mean, it's fortunate that I have just unlocked flight in the steppe as well. Ooh, hold on. Something else that I can do now that I've got the tombstones from Wondrous Tales. Is I should be able to grab the last Umbrite that I need for the Warrior Anima Relic. I believe. How much Umbrite do I actually need? I need 17, so it's probably going to be 6. I didn't even need that many. There we go. Another stage of the Anima Relic finished. Although, of course, now I have to do the singing clusters. But that should be fine. Singing clusters are cheap if you buy them with Poetics. And I get like 18 free ones every week anyway. Okay. So that's what that's what it now looks like. I don't hate that as far as this goes. So I think it's now, is it future-proof? Yeah. Which will give us the sharpened version, which I don't hate, but I hope it gets better, because it's not quite as good as the Apocalypse. And yeah, the next one that I'm working on is my Paladin, so that I can get Paladin out of the way. Because then we'll just have Monk and Dragoon, which I'm hoping to level up to make doing stuff a bit easier. So I could go back to Idleshire to accept that. I don't know why I'm doing this on stream. I guess it just shows a bit of how much I have done. And I'm already about halfway there with the singing clusters. Because, yeah, I got 24. Okay. So now we head to Reunion. Okay, back to Dancer. Okay, I have a dash. And I need to remember that this is technically physical ranged. There are aura everywhere. Calls to mind Suino Sato. I was concerned you'd only retreat further into your shell being so far away from home, but I'm glad to be mistaken. At any rate, we must not waste any more time. I'll accompany Kabuto and see what we can learn here in Reunion. You should have a look about as well and see if you can learn aught of this treasure. Great treasure. Do you mean the bow belonging to that Kastiri boy? I've heard he can pierce the very heavens with it. I do not remember this quest. I've heard of the young Kastiri boy and his bow. Uchikin is his name. Though I love a good rumor, I suggest you speak with him yourself to learn the truth. A boy with a bow that can pierce the heavens. I've heard the rumors, but who would believe such nonsense? I guarantee you his bow pales in comparison to mine. After, how did you fare? I spoke with the aura of the Kastiri tribe. Well, I tried to. I was met only with silence. A pity you were not there. Kabuto speaking with a man of fewer words than himself is something that must be seen to be believed. How is it they can govern Reunion, yet never speak? They gained the trust of their brethren through actions, not words. Indeed, words mean nothing without action to prove their worth. Though I know not how, their silence spoke volumes. It said that we should judge this treasure with our own eyes. That would certainly be the fastest way to ascertain the truth of the stories that brought us here. Speaking of stories, were you able to learn anything from the residents of Reunion after? A boy of the Kestir tribe. I see. Persuading him to relinquish a weapon of such value seems unlikely, but at the very least we could seek him out. We'd like to find him faster if we split up. Would you try searching south? Kabuto and I will go north. There he is. Oh, I think Uchikin seems awfully dejected. Uchikin stifles his tears as he points southeast. Bereft of his bow, you surmise it was stolen. The culprit likely made off in the direction Uchikin is pointing. Don't worry, I'll retrieve your bow. Uchikin seems immensely grateful for your aid. You should leave now before the thief gets away. Ah, of course. You guys are just like Team Rocket. Oh, something else that I've done since our last stream. Chimkin Tendies is now rank 19. So isn't the... yeah. I don't know how dancing works, but I know that that's the main mechanic of Dancer. Who would have guessed? I should probably... when we do actually start playing Dancer more, I should probably look up, like, a guide on how to play it or some shit. I have your bow. They both seem quite pleased to have the bow returned. Where did you find it? We're just preparing to search the area with Uchkin's father. The Red Kojin! Didn't expect them to come this far in search of treasure. Come now, Kabuto. If we're able to learn of this great treasure, it stands to reason they might come to know of it as well. That said, this bow doesn't appear to be particularly unique, though it does seem easy for a child to wield. So that is the way of it. The bow is for Uchikin's training. And it is not the bow, but Uchikin's natural prowess that spurred the rumors. I suspect Uchikin was not all that talented when he began practicing. Take a closer look at the bow. Its size is perfect for him, and the draw weight seems to be such that he can handle it with ease. Moreover, it appears to be far from new, meaning Uchikin has put a great deal of care into maintaining it. I think it was crafted by his father as a gift, and because Uchikin enjoyed the bow so much, he laboured tirelessly to master it. It is indeed a treasure, in Uchikin's eyes. Well, there you have it. And who are we to ask him to part with something so precious? No, I believe there's nothing left for us here. What is this? I think he means to grant us leave to barter in reunion. You would welcome trade with the Blue Kojin? Thank you, sir, thank you. Trade here in the Azim Steppe will prove more valuable than any single treasure. Again, we've gained a new ally, thanks to you. Your resourcefulness never ceases to amaze. Isn't that right? Tsukumo. Error. Huh? Where was I? Ah, yes, your resourcefulness. There is much we have to learn from you after. Why do you all stare at me so? Is something the matter? You suddenly stopped moving, as if devoid of life. Nonsense. You must be imagining things. I assure you, I'm perfectly fine. Uchikin's father wants us to follow him. No doubt there are still details of our new trade agreement that must be decided upon. Kabuto and I can handle matters from here. Once we've finished our business in Reunion, we'll meet you back in Tamamizu. So is whatever powers Tsukumo becoming lesser? Talks with the Castile went well. While returning home, however, Tsukumo began acting strangely again. For the last time, Kabuto, I'm fine. I was merely tired from the long journey. But enough about me. We should be celebrating a job well done. Trade with Reunion will open up new opportunities for the Blue Kojin. And the Castile have taught us a lesson on the importance of one's actions. Hope it's one you took to heart, Kabuto. I have. It was inspiring to see how they could manage all of Reunion, yet never speak. Yet I still find myself relying on After more than I should. What happened to the confident Kojin I saw in the Azim Steppe? There's no way for the leader of the Divine Circle to behave, is that not so? The others are counting on you. My apologies, After, but it seems we'll have need of your assistance a while longer. Okay, we've got instruments now. The Kestir of the Azim Steppe have invited the Blue Kojin to barter in Reunion, and offered a contribution to the treasure vault. Okay, so now they're going to sell more stuff as well. Like a wind-up Kojin. I'll accept these now, but I'll do them off stream. Sweet. Now, the Namazu. And then we'll get back to the MSQ. I get fuck all experience no matter what I use, so I may as well use Culinarian, because I'll have the easiest time. Festival preparations are nearly complete, yes, yes. Our task is now to find enthusiastic participants. So long as we have at least 777, our survival is assured. With our current number, we require only 768 more. You have a foreboding feeling? How curious, but never mind that. I require your help in recruiting volunteers, yes, yes. It had slipped my mind until this moment, but I remember now that you're rather well known amongst the Namazu. Quite famous. You've fixed Gyoran's finances, along with other feats that I need not recall just now. The important part is that you are respected, and therefore can recruit many, many Namazu. It will not take much time at all, no, no. Simply trek back to Yuzuku Manor, seek out Namazu that have no pressing duties, approach each and every one and provide them with happy while explaining what participation in the festival entails. We will continue preparations here in the meantime, yes, yes. See you shortly, I'm sure. Okay, back to Namai. I really wanted some chocolate after I had my dinner, but I don't have any in the house right now. So popcorn, it will have to do. So I do apologize that I just keep shoveling it into my face, basically. Half-baked Namazu. Tea for breakfast, tea for lunch, tea at other times. Who are you and why are you so blurry? Wear this for a festival? Yeah. Yeah. Lead the way. A fried Namazu. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good heavens, my life is dull. Maybe I'll sleep. Yes. Yes, perchance to dream. You want to speak to me? You must be mistaken. You're really, truly inviting me to a festival? Finally! A reason to live! I'll don this happy forthwith and join you at the Azim Step. Oh, glorious day. Glad am I that I kept breathing. Yes, yes. I don't know if that's fried or he's just depressed as fuck. Why after? Fancy seeing you here. Have you come to look upon my fabulous apron? Oh, how gorgeous, how stunning! I can wear this happy, you say? And it'll be my very own. Then yes, yes, I certainly will participate in this festival of yours. With so many attendees, there are bound to be business opportunities as well. Yes, yes. I may just bring some of my wares with me. Somehow, I still have quite a few persimmons in stock. And back we go to the Azim Step. I like these guys because it's so easy to get back here. There you are. Our preparations have gone swimmingly. Yes, yes. I was on the point of calling everyone to a meeting. Just a moment, please. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude, my heartfelt appreciation. Without you, I could never have come this far. No, no. It is only because you were willing to follow me, to travel here to the Azim Step, that we are here today. Because you were willing to join Finn's hands, that we can now complete this project together. Before the participants arrive, I just wanted to tell you, to let you know, how much I appreciate you. Please, join us in celebration. Our efforts have borne fruit, and the fated festival is here at last. So, if I may inquire, what manner of activities does said festival entail? What manner of activities indeed? Yes, yes. What of your vision? Did our greatest grandsire say nothing of what sort of festival we are meant to be having? Now that you mention it, I cannot say he did. No, no, I suppose I've been so focused on preparing the festival site that I completely, utterly forgot to think ahead. Oh dear. How irresponsible. However, I anticipated that it might come to this, so I made an effort to peruse writings relevant to our purpose. Wonderful, excellent work, Sugetsu the Enlightened. Yes, yes. Yeah, well, the nature of our forebears' festivities, per my research, is to put it concisely, utterly unclear. Alas, the Namazu of Eld had no system of writing, and no secondary sources detailing their festival appear to have survived the passage of the centuries. That is the least informative information you could have possibly provided, Gyofun. Why, you have no right to talk. Though it's true that I was unable to learn anything regarding our people's particular traditions, my research was hardly for naught. A seminal publication in the field of cultural anthropology, the Chrysanthemum and the Dango, states the festival involves performative prayers and the expressions of gratitude, and are intended to celebrate a given culture's gods or ancestors. Thus, we may assume that our forebears' festival would have celebrated our worthiest of ancestors, the Big One. I still have no idea what we are meant to do. No, could you get to the point before we shrivel up and die? I'll enlighten you if you cease your constant interruptions. Now, as I was saying, there are myriad festivals across Otard, but at the most fundamental level, all revolve around ceremonial offerings. Considering the primitive Namazu's lifestyle, there's a high possibility that the offerings would have consisted of something found in the river or thereabouts. Do you follow? We need a fish for an offering, and I hope nothing else you said was important. After, Yore, your help in this would be most important, quite essential. Follow me over there, yes, before Gyofun starts talking again. We can use this space to build an altar for our offering. Yes, all of this derelict masonry is ripe for the remodeling. So I need you to make some extremely flammable, alarmingly combustible components for the altar's bonfire. The materials are in the crate by the pavilion. You can take more as needed, yes. Time to put our whiskers to the grindstone. Turn what you have over to Gyore when finished, please. She's most insistent on keeping anything heavy, flammable, or easily broken away from me. For some reason. Okay, Gyore is female, apparently. Not that I think it makes any difference with the Namazu, but it doesn't need to be high quality, but I have a macro, so screw it, they're getting high quality. So difficult. You have the goods, yes. No, the other goods. The one Gyoshin asked for. Thank you. Gyoshin seems to be progressing quite quickly as well. The altar will be complete any moment now, and then we can begin the festival proper. That was a nice, quick one. Actually looks pretty good. Working side by side with the Namazu, you've completed the altar. Festivities in honor of the Big One have begun. In 7 years, the One River was fated to experience a fish famine, depriving the Namazu of their primary food source. Many would have died. However, continuous fishing of large predatory fish for use as offerings over the course of 7 years will allow smaller fish to flourish, creating a healthy ecosystem and ensuring bountiful catches for the foreseeable future. Unbeknownst to all, the Namazu will be spared the grievous tragedy that could have consumed them, and their fate continues to change for the better. And now they sell more shit. Such as Attendee 777. Gimme him. And I can grab all of this. It just means that I don't have to worry about accepting them, and I can do them whenever the fuck I want. Before I accept tomorrow's allowance. That went well. Okay, well now that we've done that, I don't actually need to fast travel anywhere. Although at the same time, it might be quicker if I do. Not really. Alright, let's change to... Let's do Red Mage for a little bit. We did mostly Samurai last time, I think. And at the moment, I think I do prefer Red Mage. But that might just be because you can be further away and don't have to care about positionals. Whereas positionals are kind of important for Samurai. Right then, to the House of the Fierce. With me, my friends. I've not used this road before, but... I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie somewhere to the south. I'll go on ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. Yep, so this is the northern half of Yangsha. So I already have flight here. Hello. I guess that must be a, that be an A rank? I don't know. Can you kindly fuck right off? Here we are. I wonder if they're all gathered inside, waiting. Perhaps expecting a speech or some such. Well, no matter. I shall have to do what I shall have to do. Voiced? Please.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Lord here. Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphinaud and Alice Levieux, I presume. I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Zenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
Because he knows
What?
we're here.
Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
Then victory will soon be ours.
The Khan has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
Once more, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Ah, yes. There's another recent development we neglected to share with you. Alice and I have been working hard. Alice and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory. I'm pleased to inform you that we succeeded. Suffice it to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. So before I forget, let's attune. I imagine you're eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lyse and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt.
It's smart.
After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperials' morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free. Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alphino's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
There's no shortage of tasks with which must need to be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand. That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alphino to find out how you might be of service. Trying to keep busy? Full glad am I to hear it. There's one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alize and I will need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I've been conversing with Sid via Tartaru, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I'd like for you to go to Kugani and bring them back here. In the meantime, I'll continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, and thank you again. Okay. I'm guessing we need to go to the... Yep. Yep. Tataru! After, what are you doing here? I thought you were fighting nomads on the Azim steppe. Oh, you beat them. Good show. Shame I didn't get to see it. Alphino's been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be any good in a physical fight, but in a paperwork fight? I'm the true Hagan, yeah? You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment, and it'll be right out. That's right, you do what she fucking says. It arrived not long ago. A porter delivered it to our offices, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he couldn't come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon and Omega demanded his full attention, you see. Still, he was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphino to do the work himself. So as soon as that parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question, was it the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sekisugumi barracks. Though it does indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual, the lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! That porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, as he was tasked with a number of deliveries, I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster. We have to find that porter right this instant. My, she can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly, she neglected to take these love letters with her. You two must be redirected. These two must be redirected to their rightful recipient. They should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was of middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. A cheery sort, wearing bright colours as I recall it. I'll send a few of my men out to search, but in the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can't track him down yourself? I'll wait here on the off chance he realises his mistake and returns. Hello? Oh, wait. He's probably down the back alley, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Good evening to you, miss. But I have no time to chat. I have to head to the Bakar... Oh, was it the hostelry? Ah, no time, no time. I recognise that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? A mistake? For the Sekisugumi, you say? You're right, how stupid of me. Fortunately, I've yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I'll take the other in exchange. I mean, that was easy. But it does make me wonder why the fuck we had to do that. I'm sorry I couldn't find him. I guess we just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. That's it! That's the parcel! You found him! Knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. Nope, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magitech field generators Alphino requested. I can only imagine what would have happened had we sent After back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alphino's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am making the same silly mistakes. It won't happen again, and I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and you may be pleased to hear that we've brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments, we provide, discreetly, and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lolorito was pleased to hear it. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphino and Alice my regards, will you? Hey, Symphonic, how you doing? Ah, it seems just like yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. Do you have the documents? Excellent. This looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good. Good. It's one less thing to worry about. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Elise? I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area through imperial patrols. If you go now, you'll be able to catch her before she departs. You've just been dawn trailing. How am I? I'm doing good. We're not doing too badly. We managed to get all Stormblood or lower classes up to at least 70. So I now need to continue working to get everything up to 80. Especially I need to get Gunbreaker, which won't be too difficult, and Dancer up. But I've not really played any Dancer. But I've got a bit of time because we're still doing Stormblood MSQ. Alphino told you about my plans, and you wish to come with me? Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. Oh, and I'm nearly done with the warrior anima relic. We're on the singing cluster phase, and then I only have paladin, monk, and dragoon left. So I'm nearly like the light at the end of the tunnel is there for anima relics. So I'll have those finished probably just about in time for us to unlock Eureka. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. Although at some point I want to do Palace of the Dead. So that we can then do some Heaven on High. Because I've never done Heaven on High because I've never beaten level 50 on Palace of the Dead. No Imperial patrols near our headquarters then. Good. Last thing we need is a repeat of Ralka's Reach. Even so, it would be prudent to search a little longer. That's not an imperial. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all, I can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. You've gotten stronger. Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery, though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Makote I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques, and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. But I never could warm common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urianger's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumours of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Oh, wait, shit. I went the wrong way! Namazu without the bell and shit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that was kind of cool. That's the flare. Which I get access to after I do 3 hits of the enchanted combo. The one for having my gauges built up. Hiya. Oh, hello there, young lady. My associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming, and this land caught our eye. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well, she desires the truth and she shall have it. Deal with her. Well, you lot were sneaky as fuck, huh? So sneaky. I still need to get the rest of the Heavensward extreme mounts. I was trying to get Bismarck, but just wasn't having any luck with it. I saw them attack you, and while this one fled, since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An imperial, I presume. I knew it would come to this. At the hands of a Westerner? Doman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. We'll burn it all before she surrenders. She'll never kneel again. Nor should she. Oh, the echo. Been a while. After! Rest assured, the Nauri will receive due compensation. Young Asahi has great potential, that much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course. Have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best imperial education for our boy. I've finished planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside! Now! Yes, Mother. You did not mention that you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine, Kami rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless, but one cannot choose one's family. Indeed, she is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Though a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding. I don't particularly care about her backstory. She's still a cunt. That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of those soldiers hit you on the head or something? Well, if you say so, we should go and tell the others what happened here. I suppose Alexei wouldn't be that familiar with the Echo. She wasn't around Minfilia that much. Pardon me. Compared to basically any of the other Scions. Meow. Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did. And for that, I'm grateful. I told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we disposed of the body, it's only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. Ooh. Ooh, I don't hate the way that looks. It kind of reminds me of the Fenrir Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts 3. The one that Riku uses. I tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature, Lise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I'll not impose upon you any further. We've barely got enough armor as it is, huh? Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doman Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go and tell Issei. Why don't you come too? I mean, I know some Namazu who could probably craft you some armor. For a price. Or some Kojin that you could trade for armor with. Or me, who could probably craft you a shit ton if you wanted. But there are no mandatory crafts within the MSQ, I believe. Oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Elise encountered. I'm glad you're alright. Right then. Issei, we've gathered up all the rope we can find in the village. And every tool with an edge. It's still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. Thank you, Chigusa. Ryosun could use a hand if there is nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly little girl. Of course you can. Hurry. You never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Heian returned. There's so much to worry about. You're doing well, you say. Well, though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. The Doman Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. Do you have an armor in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There's one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him, though. But maybe you two could come with me? His name is Tsuranoki, and he lives in Kusakari in the south. Come with me. Oh no. I failed Mr. Whiskers. Tsuranoki! Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? One who sings of rebellion? Of liberation? Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Now go and say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. Say again? You'd have me fashion armor for villages who wish to fight Imperial regulars. Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Plates of steel, all that you can carry, the better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it were so simple, Master Tsuranoki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech, great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They'll not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel, and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. I mean, I am probably a higher level armorer than this man. And I'm only level 81. But I am a specialist. Okay, why was the first one so long? The other two were quite quick, but that first one was quite long. Why do they take different lengths of time? What is the purpose in this? Eh? Eh? You have that many plates of steel, I demanded. Show me. Then you are committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead. So are her people. Lord Kyan, Lord Hian, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. 'Twas Lord Kyan who saved us, who spared us the worst when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside, without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet, restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed. But not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears of dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation, of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Kyan. Monzon, the Enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered them all! You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Kyan too lives on in our hearts, and in his son. The Lord Hian has returned. Lord Hian? Alive? It cannot be. You lie! You lie! It's the truth. Hian came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be? My Lord Hian yet lives. Oh. Oh. Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Issei and I'll stay and help Suranuki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, that's... There we go. You need anything? Everything's in order, miss. Under Lord Gusetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Motejiro. Huh? Help? Oh, no, no, no. I'll not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured, everything's in its place, and every place is in... Everything's fine. Anime. I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zayla allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you're eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out? Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. To hear them mutter, one would think I intended to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I'd hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You'd be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Let's depart for Monson at once. I forgot about the... Are those crystals? Or are they railways that have been, like, blown up? I think they're crystals. It's kind of hard to see because of the rain. But the stuff jutting out of those cliffs. Monzon was home to many great and powerful families, men of honor, samurai. Once, great swaths were razed and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was, and what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. Think this was once a bustling city, and now these fuckers come out of the woodwork. To think this was once a bustling street, so full of life. A river of people with a current all its own. But even then the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly. But we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe. But at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings. Though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down the street past those makeshift barricades, you'll come to the ruins. I'll search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you've finished. Big boy. That is a big boy. Where does it want me to look? Dana! Oi. You can fuck right off, son. Dear God, their mouths, though. You fucking ugly. You fucking ugly. I do no damage with auto attacks, huh? I kind of like that they just melt afterwards, though. Alas, I found naught of value. Did you? Sword. Still sheathed in its scabbard. Though, even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had the chance to draw it. There she is. Doma Castle. My home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across from Fluminus. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there half a dozen occasions, if that. I can't remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there. Like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzon at least. Doma is so much more than that. There, beyond the moon gates, unto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see, or touch, or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land, or the soil, the story. What is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Hien, son of Cain, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view. But in the end... In the end... Kami, strike me down. How can I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved, and I know how. Blow up the castle. On second thought, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphino to call the others together for a meeting. It's imperative the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well. If he insists, I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Solomon. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
No plan is perfect. There is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you're unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gates, not I. My place is at the Lord Hien's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. Sturanuki's working hard and Issei's doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. The plan is set. All that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount. For tomorrow, we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Soroban informs me his sappers will be ready within the day, which means we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you'll play, I think it only prudent you refrain from further labours and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far be it from me to refuse. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. Hiya.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Oh.
Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know her thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan, allowed at last to receive visitors, called for me, of all people, for my unborn child. He said, "For my dearest Shun, live." My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of of you. So fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance. To serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yu-Giri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
I like how it feels like Yu-Giri can relax around Heian. There she is. Trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Kojin not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things. We depart at once. Alphino, instruct Lys and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I'll relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Kosetsu and Yu-Giri await the two of you at Monson. Good luck, my friends. I'll see these both of you again soon. Kind of fitting that we're doing this at night.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
Flying kick, nice.
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Our birds. Magni. Those birds are so big that I reckon you could probably kill someone.
War. To wield power to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling.
You could probably kill someone if you had them aim their shit.
A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothar.
Preening, Oreneer. You fear that she will put the sun in shade. Those are for you. Go, claim your prey.
Such a weird airship design. Nicely done.
Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
Is that the Kojin? Yeah.
The wall is breached. The Kojin too will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. He would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, for the last desperate flailings ever flew. Speaking of which, how fares my brood?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owlus. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
That was quite a cool cutscene. And bear in mind that this is still only like level 67. So we've got a little while before the end of the expansion. Aye, there can be no doubt the Viceroy's trapped. And so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock, and do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There's room enough for you all. After, that we might improve our odds of success, we'll divide into two parties upon arrival. One composed of myself, the other you, Gotsetsu and Yugiri. Given our inferior numbers, we must needs finish the battle quickly, and so, while you and yours draw the enemy attention, I shall steal over to the keep. Lest you worry, though I've been to the castle only a handful of times, my father saw fit to drill its layout into me. I could find my way blindfolded. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yotsuyu. Agreed? Then let us be about it. For Doma! How long is this gonna take? If I try and just queue in for it. 9 minutes actually isn't bad. To be honest. We could do that, yeah. Is there anything that I could do whilst waiting? I could go to my house. Have I dealt with my plants today? Yes, or they're not yet reset. Well, none of that was particularly great. Nothing particularly worth sorting out. Can I buy Clown Tetra? No. At least no one's selling it. I could do the fashion report. I know what I need for the fashion report this week. I've already seen it. So I need maple patterns. Which I'm not entirely sure. Are they a crafter? Yeah. Yeah, okay, they'll be here. Maple patterns. And then I need the coat that Tataru made us. Been so long since I've stayed at the Hourglass that I forgot who I needed to speak to. Okay. It's an interesting look. It's an interesting look, but this is what Master Rose wants this week. Like, it's a look. It is a look. I actually don't hate the short arm blazer. 89. Easy. Did I have anything else? Oh yeah. The wind-up Kojin to use. That's not worth selling. Those can all go in there. If the dungeon would like to pop, I should be very happy. Oh, I've not done my mini cat pot for today. You could do that. Five's not great. 8 is pretty good though. Yeah, I'll take that. Best result I think we could have gotten. Not the worst thing we could have gotten. So there's no way for me to get anything good here. So I could get 20, which is shit. I'd need 21. Yeah. Pretty much no matter what I did, I was gonna get fuck all out of that one. Okay. Dungeon? Dungeon, please. This is why I don't do DPS queues on stream. They're legitimately isn't really anything I can think of to do either. I mean, I suppose I have some hunt currency, and I could accept the new round of hunts because I've not done that in a while. That was just a bush with legs. Okay, so yeah, we could get the meat eater. That's already the weapon that I'm using. Don't really rate the Lost Allagan set compared to the late Allagan set, is it? The one that you get from wolf marks. I suppose I have some wolf marks. I could go and spend those. This is all just killing time until the dungeon pops. Is there still... Yes, I do still need some stuff here. Mainly that, I suppose. That was easy. But now I can reprimand. Why did I go about it that way? I can get it from here. Okay. I don't hate that one, to be fair. And I have water flip, but I can only do that in the water. What about you? I could get some kits. So I was kind of working my way down through these because I think, and unless they add more stuff, I think I have everything that I want. It's like I don't like that. Really. But a lot of the other is prestige gear, which I actually think doesn't look that great. I think I already have all the Trapias stuff that I care for. This dungeon does not want to pop, does it? Okay. Well, what if... I go in as a healer instead then? What if I do that? Although, which healer? I suppose I'm probably gonna get swift completion, so if I do it on Scholar, it might get us up to 87. I mean, I'm doubtful that it's going to get us that high, but, you know. There we go! Why to play as a healer? How fortunate for them that they just so happen to already have these highways set up. Is that a goblin Lalafell? As a tank? Okay. really don't remember this dungeon, apparently. Oh, wait, I'm starting to remember. There's some big pulls. I think. I should really remember my dot. Yeah, I really don't remember this. Okay, so far not a lot is happening. Okay, there we go. And confirm mechanic. Although it does seem to always be the same locations. Oh wait, no. There we go. It is... I haven't had to move in a while. Oh, I had to move. Turns out he just wanted to get the shit kicked out of him at the end there. Dogs. Eos can heal the tank. I'm not gonna hard heal now that it's just the one enemy. And it's a good thing I didn't. Okay, that might be kind of a lot of guys. I'm actually having to pay attention to my healing. Ew. Okay. Is that just blocking us into where we are? So if so, that's fine. I mean, these fights haven't seemed too bad so far. Honestly, the pulls have been harder than the boss fights. Oh god. Okay, he invulned for that, which I'm kind of glad for. There was quite a few of these guys. Give me my MP back up. So my MP has actually gotten rather low on several points. Please take the aggro tank. Throw in an AoE, come on. I did the wrong thing then. I forget which ones that's the AoE. Okay, excogitation is the heal when you're about to die. And I did it on myself instead of the tank, because I'm a good healer. Yeah. To the big dumb fuck. Boom! Has gotten some upgrades. And they all died because they didn't wait for me. Oh no, never mind. They all ran out as soon as they saw that I was doing cutscenes. I just saw that it became locked and then unlocked. I really don't remember what you do though.
We go together.
Yeah, so that's just one of them. Alright. Okay. He's got like buzzsaw chakram now. I think he is safe. Maybe. Yeah.
We go together.
Okay. This one, is it the corners?
Die, die, die!
I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Not quite enough for me to level again. Okay, is this him finally actually dead? I think it might be. No more Team Rocket with him coming back and again and again. Oh, I got some paladin arms. I don't actually hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Yeah, the boots are just boots. Right, okay, that's a different coloration of something that I already had, or have. Same with that, it's not particularly anything special. Cool, that's fine. And I got 3 comms.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Doman. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh.
Sadistic, kinky bitch.
I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
Bam!
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Of course.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons.
Maybe stop standing there and actually get out or do something. Thank you.
Nay, thank you for granting me new purpose and a measure of peace.
Gosetsu.
Literally, just jump off that balcony. That's all you have to do.
You never failed us. Not once.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You served my father faithfully, and I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we built together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
die. Gambling was never my vice.
There goes my hero.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
I think it might be too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
See. Oh wait, hold on. I don't want to be a scholar anymore, do I? Thank you. The occupation is ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gosetsu for lost. Before all else, we need to search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river, and could easily drag you to your depths. To your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he's right. After. A word, if I may? My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now, more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And did you find him? Nay, lady. Naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it's not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. The water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I am sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Soroban, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. Going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Mayhap we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there? Magnai and Sadu know naught of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. You all look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. It's cause enough for celebration. And those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Place is a bit beat up to shit, but it's where the people are. Oh god, I forgot about him.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
You're their lord, remember? Stand tall.
Forgive me. This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. The people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Lord Ian!
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
So this is the Doman Enclave, which we will be coming back to. There's a rebuilding effort that is going to be part of our weekly jobs to do for a while now. Honored hero, you seek passage? Aye. Are you quite certain you'd not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate, by rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabania, for one. Short though our time here has been, we've all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. We have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You're leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes. The war here's ended and there's no cause to remain. The Orenir and Dothal have already withdrawn. I'll follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. No matter, we've plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I'm a pirate. Give me a song at the tavern and I'll be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Ian? Nah. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you're for Kugane, we'd be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way. Until we meet again. Naught remains undone. You ready to depart? To Kagane, then. Have everything? Good. We'll need a way anchor before the Sekisagumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Uldan. It doesn't matter what ones I take. Cool. Well, unless that has unlocked anything for us to do in Yangsha, which I don't think it will have. Yeah, I'm not seeing any blues yet. That is going to be where I call it for today, I think. But I think that's a really good point to end on. Because obviously we just liberated Doma. So we'll be back tomorrow and probably finish Stormblood's main story. Which is going to be a blessing and a curse, because that then means that all of the job quests become a thing that I need to do. Again. But yeah, we're done with Doma, so now we're going to be going back to Girabania, where I think there's one area that we've not unlocked yet. Yeah, there's one area we've not unlocked yet. We've obviously still got quests to do in the fringes, and we've basically done nothing in the peaks yet. So we're going to be going through those areas. And yeah, it should be good. Once we are done with the MSQ, there is still post Stormblood to do, and I plan on doing Eureka. And I currently plan on doing it on stream as well. At least doing the story of Eureka. But I might do all of the farming off stream, as I have done with the other relics, because it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. The good thing about Eureka, though, is that I can do it as whatever class I prefer, and I don't have to do 15 different things on each class. I just need to build up the currency to be able to buy the upgrades for each class, which is not too bad. But it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for more. Have a good one. Later.